doing a video as I don't have anyone to take a picture for me. Such a small swim. Just stuff everywhere. I mean, I should probably put it on the floor, you know. It's probably like there. So you can actually see the fish. Out the way. So it's probably only about £5, but maybe £7. It's got a bit of a bashed up mouth. No perks of using a barbless hook. It's come out in the net. Just caught that on 4 bits of sweet corn over a bed of hemp and sweet corn. Let me just move this all out of the way. And all these bloody bushes and stuff. Right there. Lovely. Second carp of the day. First one was about £1. It wasn't even worth getting it out of the water. I just unhooked it and put it straight back in. But lovely fish. But yeah, like you see there, it's got a bit of a deformed mouth, so I'm just gonna give it some carp care. Make sure it recovers lovely. Right, let's get it back in. I forgot it's still filming there. Nice old mirror from in here. Had a couple of guys come over and say it's a nice one as well. Don't know how many mirrors are in here, but yeah, it's nice. Right. Same as this morning again on this one. Caught on hemp and sweet corn. Well, sweet corn on the hook over a bed of hemp. Yeah, lovely. Quite a nice fish. Foryou. That looks horrible, mate. Hopefully that'll sort you out a bit. Just thought I'd quickly run you through my rigs and my setup. I'm over on, is it Quarry Lakes? I don't even know what this lake's called, to be honest. But I'm basically just using a free running lead on a micro swivel or a small swivel with a big stopper bead, just to stop the leisure hitting the swivel, give it a bit of cushion. I'm actually giving it like 3 or 4 inches, so I find that stops it tangling a little bit better. And then yeah, just tied with a grinner knot straight onto the swivel, and then a little 8-10 inch hook length, just a standard hair rig, and then I've got a little hook bead on there, push right up against where the hair comes out to try and push kink the hair away, just so you get a nicer angle for for your hook pulls, for your hooks. But yeah, it's all been pretty good. And I mean, that has just come untied from there, so that was pretty lucky, to be honest. I'll have to retie this up. I was just about to get me bait on and stuff. Basically, I'm just using 5 bits of corn hair rigged onto there, and I'm fishing over a bed of corn, mainline cell pellets, hemp, and just mushed up bread, really. This is literally just bread and pellets that I've just squeezed together into a couple of the balls, and then I've been feeding this mix of hemp, some pellets, and some sweet corn. But yeah, I'll have to say I'm just going to chuck some bait out and get these rigs tied up again, because that's all come undone now. Alright, so just got fish number 3. Let's get him out. Let's get all these stones off of here. Okay, rounders that I've had today. Lovely fish. Lovely fish. Still all me bait. Cheese fish. Is it even still filming? Yeah. Bro. Loves doing the fucking mate. Stop. Stop flapping, mate. Bro. It's nice. Nice old carp. Right, where's my carp gear? Yeah? Yeah, £10 just about. £10, couple of ounces.
Is it many today?
This is my 3rd one. They've all been about £10.
Yeah. I know, you keep me in try this one, didn't we?
Yeah. Right, it's got a few little...
That swings though, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people here today as well. Yeah.
Starts about 10 foot in front of you.
Yeah. I mean, I've just been fishing down in this margin next to the string there. Seems to be working quite well, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Well done, mate. Yeah. Cheers.
It's got like a massive chunk in its side.
You got a chunky one?
No, it's got like a bulbous thing on its side. Doesn't look very nice. It's probably the chunkiest one I've had today. But it doesn't look very nice. It's got some ghastly old thing on it. What's wrong with that?
See this?
Has it got like a disease or something? What is that?
That's a fat common.
That's got like some kind of...
Yeah, let me go and get me I've got some
I've got carp care there.
Yeah, just spray something out on it. Mate, you seen this?
Nice chunky one. Well, yeah, I didn't even notice. Mate, that's like the 4th time this has happened. It's completely pinged me. Completely pinged it. So I'll try and get a nice side of this fish. I'm probably just going to put it back in the water quickly. Yeah.
That's a big one there.
Can I take a picture, please?
Yeah? So you probably want to take a picture of the other side because this side's a bit mangled. Just going to flip him over.
Is that because it's been hooked, yeah?
I don't know. It's just look. Just,
No.
it's just got some
No.
some damage.
Yeah, you take it to him. You must, take quickly. Oh, it's a big one.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Cái xịt cái gì cũng xanh lên vậy?
No, it's from open. Done. Yeah, good. Oh, yeah, it's done. Thanks.
There you go.
Yeah,
Lovely. Sorry, cheers. Lovely.
Oh, you're taking your...
So I got a video, yeah, because I can't have anyone to take the photos,
right.
so I do a video and then I can screenshot it afterwards.
That's clever.
But yeah, lovely. Just gonna give this one more spray because he's been real mangled. This thing. Hopefully that'll sort you out, mate. Stop moving, bro.
Another one, well done.
Yeah, it's my 5th one today, I think.
Oh really? Oh, that's great. Well, what do you use? What
I'm just using sweet corn.
Oh, sweet corn.
Sweet corn and hemp.
Oh, really? Just sweet corn, hook one, that's it.
Yeah, sweet corn on the hook, and then I'm just throwing some of this in. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some maggots. Do you think it's a good thing, yeah?
Yeah, maggots are good. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, this is a massive one.
Nice. Fish number 5. Wonderful.
Quick, I take a photo.
Yeah. No worries.
Just so I can show the young lad.
Whoop.
He'll be amazed. I didn't think we grew that one. That is
Yeah. The other one was 14. This one's probably, I don't know, it's probably about 10, I think. Oh, not too bad. £14.3.
Oh,
So it's same as the other one.
it's only small.
Yeah. Another 14.3.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And they're around the corner. Thank you for that, darling.
No worries.
Wonderful. Another one on the sweet corn. That's all 5 of these fish today on sweet corn. Nice. Get on, why won't the lid go on? Everything's so slippery and slimy. Where's the line? Goes round and round the net like 20 times. It's such a small area to fish in. Earlier this morning there was about 8 people on this lake. It was ridiculous. It's a bit quieter now, but I mean, it's still. Where's that? Ooh, stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. Where's the hook? Marvellous hooks, so they just come straight out. Get out of the way. This is definitely the biggest fish of the day. Let's get this in here. Let's quickly weigh him, and then we'll have to chuck him back in real quick before we do a picture. This is definitely the biggest one.
Look at the face, look.
£15.11. Nice. £15.11. Lovely.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that. Look at the size of
He's
that.
just getting some oxygen in them. I'll bring him back out in a
Bring it
second.
back out. You weighed him yet?
No, yeah, I'll just weigh him.
15?
Yeah, 15, 11, I think.
Oh,
Bit like one we caught today.
it's on the quick.
My biggest
Wow.
one today.
Yeah.
Sixth one. It's been
Crazy.
quite a nice day, to be honest.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're really
wow.
nice in this here.
I'll stay up for quite a bit then, can't I?
Yeah, about 5 minutes or so. And then
You didn't picture.
also I've got my phone running on a video there.
Oh wow.
And then I'll
Oh,
screenshot the video.
Yeah, what do you do? How do you get a picture of it?
I'll screenshot the video and I'll pause it,
Oh, amazing.
basically.
Where's the video then?
I've just got it there
Oh, wow, yeah.
on my phone, yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Oh, it's so slimy and slippery. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
It's lovely. What's this on then?
Just sweet corn and hemp. I'm using this stuff now. Just can't stop catching, it seems. It's number 6 today. Or number 7. Lost count. My God! God's sake! Oh, get off! Stupid. Not as big as the last ones, but still a fish nonetheless. Ah, we pulled out. So they're faffing around with a net. So I'm basically fishing like there against the rope here, but I'm just gonna get this set up and then cast out quickly, just run you through like what I'm using and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure I already done a little video earlier, but yeah, I just got a free running lead on a swivel with a big gripper stop, size 8 swivel, and then a hook length here. And that's literally it, with a little hair rig. And then what I've been fishing is 5 bits of sweet corn on the hair rig, and that's over a bed of hemp and corn. And then yeah, like this rod has done me 6 fish today, and the other rod's done me none, but I've lost 3 on it. So that's how I was using boilies, like Banoffee wafters on the other rod, and then I switched over to some red robin pellet. Like I said, I didn't get a bite on the wafter, but I've had all 3 of the bites on the other rod on the red robin pellets. And all 3 runs that I've had, like, all run off. They've all just been like hook pulls I've just pulled out, so I've basically just scrapped that setup. I don't know if the hook was blunt or something was wrong with the way that angle with the hair rig was kicking out or something, but something wasn't right with it, so I've basically just stripped it all back and started it again. But yeah, so I'm basically just going to flick this out over in the corner, and then give it about 5 minutes and probably have a bite. So it's just an underarm flick rather into the corner there. Tighten that up. Stick the bobbin on. Put the bait runner on. And what I'm hoping is, in about 5 minutes, you should get a blistering take on that red bobbin rod, the right hand rod. As I said, it's done all 6 fish today. I've had nothing on the left hand rod. Well, not that, like I've had three hookups, but not connected into anything. When I've lifted the rod up, it's just been nothing on the end. Lost 3 fish, been pulled off twice, but I had my line like braised through by a couple. I think it was a couple of catfish. Got some 40 pound cats in here. Yeah, so it's been a pretty good day. Otherwise, just a day ticket water over at Hawkhurst Fish Farm out in Cranbrook in Kent. It's not far from me. It's about 20-minute, half-hour drive. So I didn't even know this place existed until Thursday. Came and had a walk around on Thursday. Thought I've got to come fish this. Today's Saturday, so yeah, 2 days later, come fished it. Had 6 fish out of here. £14.6 or £14.3. No, £15. £15.4, £15.3, I think it was. You have to look back on the pictures because I've got a video of the weight and stuff. Yeah, there you go. Lost it. Well, we got the quick bite that I was after, but no fish. So, let's go again. Gonna chuck another couple bits of sweet corn on here because there's only 2 left on. 2 left on here. So yeah, like I said, I'll just sort of run you through the setup there. It's just 5 bits of corn, fished over a hemped bed and corn. I've chucked out some blitzed up bread mixed with some ground bait and some pellet and stuff. I've just basically been feeding this margin all day. And now we're getting on, it's about 5:30. They're coming into the margins now. I'm just sort of getting bite after bite after bite, which is quite nice. So like I say, this vlog doesn't seem to be. Right, I'll tell you what would be funny if we get 2 takes. Well, look, the video's only been on for 6 minutes and I had a take. So that'd be funny if we can get 2 takes in 10 minutes. See if we can actually land one of them this time, eh? Or hook up, sorry. So I just missed that one, or like I said, didn't actually get the hook in its mouth. So it's been a pretty good day's fishing, really. Considering I've never been here before. I just came here with 2 kilos of sweet corn, kilo of hemp, 2 blended up loaves of bread that I've basically used as like a ground bait mix, and I added pellets to that, added a bit of water, and then made them into like mushy like bread balls, and then just been lobbing 2 or 3 balls of that in like every other cast. And then towards the start of the day it was like every half an hour, every hour or so. I wasn't getting very many bites, so I didn't want to overfeed, but these are literally going like every 5 minutes now, so I've just been chucking in a couple of balls of ground bait. It's not really ground bait, it's just blended up bread that I got from Sainsbury's last night, the reduced stuff. It was like 29p a loaf, so I got myself 5 loaves, blitzed up 2 loaves of it, and then stuck 3 in the freezer for next time. And I've pretty much done 2 whole loaves, like the 2 whole loaves blitzed up today, mixed with the pellet. I've done a kilo of sweet corn and about 4 handfuls, maybe 500 grams of hemp that I just sort of added into the. I've probably done it like 2 to 1 sweet corn to hemp. I want like the big sort of bright yellowy stuff in there, like food mostly, and the hemp's just there to sort of keep them munching around keep them on the bottom, keep them in the spot kind of thing. Yeah, so it's just going to be typical now after I had that other one. So see if we can get another bite in the next 2 minutes. Make this a 10-minute video with 2 takes. That'd be quite cool. Just chuck another couple of balls of that bread out with the pellet. Chuck another handful of sweet corn and hemp out.
You're not going yet then? Still hanging
Yeah,
around?
still going. I'll be here till 7,
Oh really, yeah?
till it closes, yeah.
Oh, no, but adult we're choosing. So we caught any more, or?
I think I've had 2 and I've lost 2. I'll just chuck this one out here and then literally put it down.
Really?
Bent down to pick up my coffee and then it went blue and I just picked it up and then chucked it back out again.
No time for tea break.
Nah.
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. How was the fishing at the kids fishing?
And
Good?
yeah, it's good.
Lots of fish,
Enjoy
isn't
it.
it?
There's a lot of fish. There's an awful lot of fish,
lots
but
of fish.
I think that's trying to get it's not easy.
Yeah.
For children.
Yeah, and I said I got the calf and yeah, it's a nice place.
Yeah, it's a lovely place. First time. So.
Yeah, the same as my first time here as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alright, going now.
See you later, mate. Typical, stop the video, get a bite, straight away. Out in the net, the joys of a barbless hook. Boys, my hook just come untied in my net. I have to tie a new hook link on. Actually, just come untied. My hook just come untied in my net. Right, let's bring you over here a second. Get a quick picture of this one, or video. It's not even worth a picture, really. Jesus, they're so lively, mate. Go away, stop. Stop, mate. Just let me. It's always the bloody little ones.
You're there for this spot of everybody today.
Yeah, mate.
I mean, you're dropping them in the same place the whole time and
Yeah.
they just keep on taking it.
Yeah, that's the joy is when you fish with particle, hemp and sweet corn, they're constantly on the bottom, like trying to get all the hemp out. And I say all the fish that I've caught today have been on sweet corn.
Okay.
And then this rod's on red robin pellet, and I tried banoffee wafters earlier, nothing.
So they seem to like the hemp and the sweet corn.
Yeah.
I'm
Mate,
coming again here tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm probably going to come tomorrow. This is my first time I've been here.
Yeah, mine
So-
as well.
Yeah. I think we turned up this morning in the car park together, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, quick one. This one's so lively.
Well, he is. And I'm definitely coming tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I say. I'm going to speak to the bailiff. I don't know if it's booked or what. So I say I just turned up today. I didn't have a booking or anything, so it was a bit of a gamble. I wanted to fish Main Lake, but it was all full. So most of that is all booking. So, but it's been good. Good day.
Yeah, I got 3 okay carp. 3 okay. 15 pound 5.
Nice. Yeah, I had a 15. That's my biggest today as well.
The last one was around about 2 o'clock, and not really much after that.
Yeah. I think the trick is just keep feeding, just keep feeding. There's so many cats in here as well. They'll just clear up all your bait and then the fish move on. It's such a small bowl. They're on the hunt, constantly looking for.
I think I'll
food,
bring the sweet corn and
yeah. What I did is it's quite a good. I haven't got any left. I think I've got a little bit. Like this is I'll just get like 2 loaves of bread and I'll put it through the blitzer, and then I add a few pellets into here, and then I've got a little bit of red, like literally 1 handful of red robin ground bait, and then just add a tiny bit of water, and then just literally just chuck in
a few bowls of those.
Because it's so cheap, you can just chuck it in all day. I got the bread from Sainsbury's, it was reduced for like 20p
Okay.
when it goes out of date, and then you just stick it all in the freezer as well, and then just
Hopefully tomorrow, yeah? Catch some more. You've probably had like over 10.
I think I've had 7. I think 7 or 8. Yeah, it's more fizzing, more bubbles, and
just past the second booth.
yeah. Right, let's get the other rod back out then. Cheers, mate. Right, I'm leaving the net in the water from now on because I keep get over by the net. Lovely. Just started the video on my other phone because this phone's only got 10% battery. But yeah, basically stopped the video and then the rod absolutely tore off. So I'm just gonna chuck some bait in and then cast out. I'll get one. Chucked in 2 handfuls of the just trod on my food. This is why you shouldn't leave things lying around on the floor. Right, so it's a pretty straightforward rig, just a run-in leisure with a gripper stop, with a little swivel, 8-inch hook length, with 5 bits of sweet corn on and a hook bead to kick the knock this. Do still have the pellet on there. Just about. It's probably just about to fall off. Just try and dry the bait off ever so slightly. So I'm hooking a little PVA mesh bag with some pellets in it. Quickly get this flicked out because it's a little bit wet. before the bag old rips. Just cast the 2 rods out on the spot, see if we can't get a bite. Just had a little drop back on that right rod. Does that mean the rod's been in the water, what, 2.5 minutes? I've already got a drop back. They're just sort of having it, I think. They're in the mood. There you go. Lovely. They come alive again. Lovely. Got to take on. Typical. When everything gets wet, so fiddly. Faff around, trying to pull the bait stop up. Even though I've got 2 kilos of sweet corn. I'll leave those 2 on there because they're still alright. Put another 3 on the baiting needle. So I've been using all of my hook baits out of my mixed box, so generally they've all been soaking, all my hook baits have been soaking in the hemp mix, like with the hemp, and the natural oils from the hemp, I'm hoping, has seeped right around into the sweet corn as well. And obviously this is all matching the bait that I'm throwing in, so it's probably very confusing for all the carp. I'm used to someone fishing something else over the top of it all, and they'll stay clear of that. Don't know, like where it was so pressured earlier. There was like about 10 people on this tiny little lake. Everyone with 2 rods, so it was all a bit mental. When I'm gone, I'll know that the ducks are well fed. It's coming up nearly 7 o'clock now. Oh no, nearly 6 o'clock, sorry, 5 to 6. So, another hour or so, I'm going to call it a day. On the left hand rod, I I'm going to get a fish. I've had all my fish on this right hand rod, nothing on this left hand rod. And a little touch, it's like a liner or something. Just lifted the bobbin ever so slightly. Just run. Both of them, double take. Be funny, wouldn't it? So it's just coming up 6 o'clock, so I'm going to start packing all the stuff into the van that I don't need. I got a float rod out earlier. I was going to float fish after lunch, but it just went a bit mad. I haven't had the chance to get the float rod out at all. I set it all up earlier for nothing. So I'm just going to go take it all apart, put it back in the van. And no doubt that'll be when I get a bite, because that's what always happens. Nada. Just had a little bite on that rod. So I'm going to start recording. This right hand rod again. Just trying to pack all the stuff away. Basically just leave the rods out in the bait bucket. I think it was a little drop back. Yeah, so it's typical, I just had the camera running for like 20 minutes, nothing, literally stopped the film. Started moving my landing net and the landing net. Oh, that was a massive drop back and a half. One more for the journey. No, I keep pulling out of these. I think it's hooking catches. Another hook pull. That's like the 4th hook pull today. Oh, I can't. This is a fresh hook. I just rigged this up. Fish this time. Just trying to get this rod out, just about to cast this one and the other one's on off. I just turned off the video. I think where I had a drop back on that, on the last bite, and I think it's cats picking up the baits and stuff. Like I say, where I just had a drop back, I tried to reel in, like strike into it to try and set the hook. That's why I have it. I say where they've got such like gristly pads, it's quite hard to hook them unless they hook themselves. When I'm using a free running lead, if they swim towards me, there's there's no anchor for the hook to get like pulled in. It's only when they pull away and they pull against the rod and the bite alarm and the bait alarm, and when that goes and gives it some restriction on the pull, that sort of sets the hook. But with the drop back, you just don't get that. Like I say, that's like the third or the fourth hook pull that I've had today. I've had two just completely abrase my line, just completely snap my line off, and then I've lost three right in front of me. I've landed 8 or 9, I think. Lost count, had too many today. It's quite nice today, so obviously I've come to a new water. This is Hawkhurst Fish Farm, and I'm fishing Quarry Lake, which is the day ticket like runs water. I initially wanted to fish Main Lake, but I only found out about this place on Thursday. Came and looked at it Thursday, and then today is Saturday, so it's quite popular. And like I say, I just wasn't able to get a booking on Main Lake. I'm going to try and get a booking for even not next weekend, but the weekend after that. This time, don't snap me off, please. What is wrong with you? So, another hook pull. I'm not sure what the crack is with this, because I've had fish on this rig. It's not like it's not capable of hooking up and setting the hook. I mean, I didn't really see that. I think it was kind of a little bit of a drop back bite, which is a bit annoying. So I say you don't get that at the bolt action from the rod and the bail arm, the bait runner. I don't even know if I was still filming. I always forget. Like, stop the film to then do something and then start doing something else, and then the rod tears off. Like I said, I only just flicked that on because the left hand rod was going, and then yeah, get a bite on the right hand rod again. It's all a bit crazy. But they're definitely feeding down in that corner. Keep fishing there. I've had all my fish out of that corner, so it's silly not to keep fishing it. I really want to recast this rod, mainly because I've already got two mesh bags made up, and I want to cast them out before I go home. And we've only got about half an hour left, so I'm just going to bring in the left hand rod and just rebait up, re-rig up, and give it another chuck. I might actually put a bit of sweet corn on it and see if we can get a last minute fish and save this left hand rod, because I've had like 8, 9 fish, 7, 8 fish off the right hand rod and nothing off this left hand rod. The only thing with baiting this up with sweet corn is it might mash the bag up a little bit, so it's going to have to be a quick cast, just dink it out there. What have I done with a baiting needle? It's the bane of my life losing this little thing. Even if you get 2 or 3 out, you just end up losing all 2 or 3 of them, so just keep the one out. It's yellow. Bought the brightest one that they had in the shop. Right, let's go for sweet corn on this one as well then. Get more before. Yeah, it's got quite nice hair on this one. Let's get another bit of corn in there. Go for 5 bits. Been catching on 5. I just took it off and put it there. I'll say it'll probably be when I'm setting up this one. Yeah, the rod will probably go. This will be last cast then. Get this out. Just got some red robin pellets in a bag and 5 bits of sweet corn. It's going to be quick because it's going to start melting the PVA. Has that gone around the end of the rod? Good. Quick, quick, quick. This bag melts. Right, let's see if the sweet corn can bag us a quick bite. Right, just doing a separate video. I've just got both the rods chucked back out. I've changed the left hand rod onto sweet corn after having 7-8 fish on the right hand rod and not 1 fish on the left hand rod. It's been a bit irritating, but can't complain. Fishes are fishes. Yeah, I've just swapped the left hand rod over into sweet corn and see if we can grab a last minute bite before we go. Save the blank on that rod. So I basically just put a bag on with some red robin pellet and I've just cast it out to some bubbles that I saw showing. So hopefully we can get a nice little last minute. It's 6:15 now, so I'll probably next fish and I'll call it a day. Start getting everything packed up. But it'll be real good if we can get, just have one more, just one more, please. There must just be so many fish down there. I'm just getting liners because that sweet corn's not even been touched there. Still got 4 pieces on there. So I'm just going to dink it straight back out. Ow! Without hooking my finger. mean, you can't not say this is a nice run to walk up. Yeah, the rod's in there for like, what, this video's been going for 3 minutes. And I had a bite and I've already recast it, so the rod was in the water for 2 minutes, if that. I'm just going to go and chuck some more bait in over in that corner. Hopefully the rods don't go again. Today it was meant to rain. We've had no rain, just sunshine. It's been lovely. Do you reckon we'll get 2 takes in 5 minutes on this one? Guys, that one over there. Very nice. So there's so many fish on that right hand spot. The rod's just bouncing all over the place, getting drop backs. Like, so the rod's just starting to go around now. It's just sort of like tugging a little bit, but it's more like if that tugs around and then doesn't hook up, it's definitely a liner. As I said, if it pulls around and hooks up, that would tell me that they've sucked the bait in, tried to swim away, it's pulled the rod, and then as it pings back, it should pull the hook in. So, if on that ping back, you don't get the run, it's generally a line bite, especially if you've got a lot of fish in the swim. It's been a bit of a nightmare. It's just bashing around again. Show you. So I'll move this to this side. You probably still can't even really see too much. I mean, you can kind of see the end of the rod right there. But you're probably not going to be able to see it bending round. You might be able to, because it looks like the top of the rod's like sat on the top of that, like the top of the horizon, the hill in the background. So if it does sort of go, you should see it just about. I think. Come on, fish lords. One more fish. One more fish. Left hand rod's bouncing a bit. A few bubbles out there. Maybe there was a fish that time. I've got no bait. But still, why do I keep not hooking up? What is going on? I had no problems with this all day with this setup. I had 7, 8, maybe 9 fish. And then just suddenly, the last 2 hours or so, I've been missed bite after missed bite, line pulls, lost 2 fish in front of me, cats have been through my line twice. What's going on, man? Tell you what, actually, I set up a little margin spot. So say I'm fishing the first rod just out here somewhere, and I'm fishing the other rod out there. But I did actually set a margin spot here somewhere, and there is loads of bubbles just bubbling up here. So I might actually just set that other rod over there and just have them both fishing in the margin. See if we can't nick something little, even if it's just something little. How long we got? 5 past. Let's bring it in. if I tried. Hopefully I didn't knock the fish out or scare it away. Here comes another, has a grub on there. Because I basically set this margin spot out to do the float fishing after lunch. So I've been sort of trickling bait in all day, just in this spot and not fished it. So they're probably quite confident feeding down there. I mean, I completely forgot about it, to be honest, because I wasn't fishing with a float rod. But maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get lucky. Last 15 minutes. That one ain't forget. Oh, he did. It is getting off. Mate, fucking hook pull. What the hell is going on? Mate, if I get, I'm gonna cast this out once more, and if I get another hook pull, I'm going. I've had enough. It's just crazy. Like, literally the last 4 bites on that rod have just been hook pull after hook pull after hook pull. I mean, what is going on, man? Right, one last try then. Right, so I've just had another hook pull on this sweet corn. But the bait come off, and I did get hooked up, and it felt quite decent, which was bloody annoying. Keep getting pulled off, but I said this is going to be the last cast now. If I get pulled off, I'm going home. It's about 20 to 7, so I've only got about 20 minutes. If I get another hook pull on that rod, I'm going to be pissed. I've literally asked for one more bite, and I've had 3, and I've hook pulled out of all of them. Just give me one more fish, not one more bite. One more fish. Please. Please? I mean, every time I pick the rods up where I've been packing up, I'm not sure if I'm getting like a drop back, and I probably shouldn't be too eager on the drop backs, because there's so many fish in that swim. I'm just getting liners all the time, but that last one definitely hooked up. Like I felt it on the end, but like I say, I might have foul hooked it or something, but I don't know. It's all a bit mental. I was the first one here, along with that guy. Both turned up for the first time. We were sitting around in the car park at like 7 o'clock trying to get a ticket. And we're the last 2 on. We're the last 2 here, making the most of our day tickets. So I'll give it another 5 minutes, and I'll call it a day. I'll let this go to 10 minutes, do a 10-minute film, another 5 minutes, and then we call it. Well, it looks like it's gone dead. Nada. That's how pretty much like stopped chucking baiting as actively from like an hour and a half ago. So I didn't want to be feeding the swim up just to like go home. I'm not staying the night, so I basically stopped chucking in anywhere near as much bait. I was doing like 5 or 6 handfuls, and I cut right back down to 2. So it might have had some play and like sort of died off a little bit towards the end of the day. Well, I'll say it's died off. It hasn't really. I've had more bites in the last 3 hours here than I have all day. I just haven't hooked up with them. Can't land them. That's going. don't know if you can even see that on there, but the rod just went whoop. There's a fish down in my margin spot now as well. Typical. Come on. It's literally like 5 more minutes. No! Like the 10th time. Oh, yeah. I know I said I wasn't going to chuck this out again, but I am going to chuck it out again, just for 5 minutes. Right, I'm not striking that rod unless it's an absolute steamer. I'm not touching it, because that's like fucking about the 6th time I've struck into a bite and there's nothing. Nothing. I mean, maybe I should try and wait a minute once it starts running, but I just can't help myself. As soon as I hear that one beep, I want to pick the rod up. But it's like, you need to let them set the hook. I'm probably just yanking it out their mouth half the time before they've even hooked themselves. They're trying to swim away with it, and I'll just come along and pull it out their mouth. Oh, strikes are hard. No, like, maybe I should try and leave it for like an extra 2 or 3 seconds. Actually get like a steaming run. But like I say, where I'm using a free line lead, there's no bolt rig, there's no bolt hook set. So if I don't lock the clutch up and set the hook, I just feel like they're going to spit it out. That's why I'm quite quick on it. And I say it's not been an issue all day. Like even this morning, like one beep I struck at and I had a fish. A couple of times, literally just the one beep, and I struck it and I had a fish. But not this afternoon or not this evening. I mean, they've all been pretty good runs. Like, not just a single beep. Like the bait runner's been going, and yeah, maybe I should try and stop the bait runner before I pick the rod up. Maybe that will set the hook. I always try and flick the bail arm off because I don't want to strike. And I've got the bait runner or the bait runner. I always try and flick that over before I strike, because the last thing you want to do is strike when you've got the bait runner open and just absolutely spool all your line out and you just go poof. That's the worst thing you want to do. Yeah, maybe I'll try and hang on to like put my fingers on the spool as I strike, or as I pick the rod up, because then that will stop the spool, which will essentially work as like a semi-bolt rig kind of thing. I don't know. Right, doesn't look good for this last 5 minutes. Doesn't look good for a fish. 1:45, literally got 10 minutes. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. Literally just stopped filming again. The left hand rod got a drop back. It said beep beep beep. I mean, if I wasn't faffing around with the boxes and stuff, I probably would have struck that. I literally just stopped the video and then said I'm packing everything up. So I'll leave the rods in till last, but I mean, I want to see like a nice screaming take and then me landing a fish on film, because I'm pretty sure I haven't got the whole thing. I've got like the bite and then I've got the landing the fish set, like landing different fish and the bites of different fish, but I haven't got a whole video of like the actual, like the whole thing kind of thing, if you know what I mean. But yeah, like, I mean, like if I was watching that rod, I probably would have struck on that drop back, because that's literally just out in this margin here, and if they swim, they're going to swim this way or swim at me, I'm just going to get a drop back rather than a screamer. But I just want a screamer, please. 5 minutes. There's 5 minutes left. And then I won't even have time to pack everything away properly. I'll just have to ram it all in the van. Just put the rods in, half of them, chuck them in, chuck everything else in. I mean, I could probably put the weigh sling. So I don't want to put the sling and the mat and the net away yet, just in case I get one. They need to be last, really. And everything else is away. So I'll say I've literally just got these 2 rods, a landing net, and the mat. But it's not looking likely, is it? It's not looking likely. These are coming in.